Welcome to the filling and bagging orders portion of this training module. So today I'm going to walk you through how to help our clients and get their bags to them. So the way that OU Food Pantry runs is that a lot of our clients place their online orders on our Engage page. So when a client comes in, they're going to hand their OU ID to our operations manager, who will scan it and hand it to you if they have placed an online order. So I have this OU ID right here, and the way it's set up is their last name goes first. So Rangu is the last name, and Nathan is the first name. So the way these shelves are organized alphabetically. So A through G, last name will be on that first shelf, H through M, N through S, and then T through Z. So Rangu is the last name on this shelf. So that means R will go right here. So you're gonna go take their ID, find their bag, and for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna grab this one and say that this is his order. You're gonna take their bag and you're gonna place it on the pickup shelf. This is the shelf where when a client comes in, you wanna place all their orders on the shelf with their OU ID facing outwards. And this will let them peruse Food Pantry while getting fresh produce or shopping at our clothes and home goods, so then they can come back to the shelf and just grab their order. Now, this is only what you do whenever they place an online order. Sometimes they come in and they haven't placed an online order. Then we'll give you a paper copy of their order and send you to the storage area to go fill it out. What's up, everybody? So I'm going to show you how to fill an order. So as a volunteer, a big part of your job is filling orders out. So when a client walks in and they haven't placed an online order, we're going to hand you this sheet of paper. It's the exact same form that we have online that clients can use to order online. But if they haven't done it, they'll fill one out at the pantry. We'll hand it to you, and then you'll come back to our storage area where we're at right now to fill out the order. So on this sheet, this is a pretty simple one. This person only wants two things. And the way that this is set up is that you have your breakfast items, and then you progressively go down these aisles the same way that you go down this check sheet. So, for example, this guy is an individual, and if you're an individual or a family, you want to look at these numbers down here. They will show you how many items to grab for that particular instance. So the bigger number will always be the family. Some items are only ones, like milk and syrup, so you only give one of those items to either individuals or families. But you want to look at what kind of person you're giving the item to and give that same quantity to them. So for this person, they want tomato soup. The tomato soup will be further down here. So right here, this is one of the items that they want. And down here, it's 1 to 2. So this person is an individual, so we'll give one tomato soup can to this person. And we have bags along the shelf over here. And depending on how big the order is, you might want to change up the bag. Since this is a pretty small order, we can use a plastic bag. But if it's a pretty big order, you might want to use one of the black bags or the white bags that we have that can hold a lot more. So we have tomato soup. Now the next item on the list, we keep going along this way, the same way this order form is set up. We want spaghetti. So same thing, the numbers down here, 1 and 2. So that means the individual will only get one spaghetti, like little sack. We'll put that in here. And that's about it for this order. So once you're done with an order, you're gonna come over here. There will be a stapler here, and you wanna fold this piece of paper in half and staple it onto the bag where the name is showing. And then you're gonna take it over to those shelves. And like we talked about earlier, the shelves are organized alphabetically by last name. So this person's last name starts with a C. So that means you're gonna put it on the shelf that goes, I think, A through H, I think, on those first shelves. And you're gonna put it on that shelf because C is in between those letters. So that's how you fill an order. It's really easy. After a while, you guys will get the hang of it, but just remember this is really important. It will be on your quiz. It's a big part here at the Food Pantry. Now that I've shown you how to fill an order, I'm going to take you through how to restock. So odds are, whenever we run low or we're out of produce in the back, our operations manager is going to tell you to go restock the storage area. So on this shelf, for example, this is meant for syrup. So as you can see, there's not really a lot of syrup here. There's one left. So the way that restocking works is that you want to take items from above and below the shelf. So syrup is up here, so that means you're going to take the syrups from up here and refill this middle shelf. Now for the items that are here, for example, for green beans, let's take this one. This is on the lower shelf. That means to restock this one, you're gonna take the green beans that are in this bucket right here. And that's how it's laid out for every single shelf. So you wanna make sure whenever we ask you to restock the back and these like containers are a little empty, you're just gonna look above and below the shelves to restock those items. Now, sometimes when we get donations, we're going to have some expired food in those donations, and as volunteers, your job is to kind of go through those and make sure they're all right. If they are good, you're going to put them in the miscellaneous section, which are those two shelves out in the front. But if they are expired, we have a Mission Norman area back here where you're going to put expired food. And those, because we don't want to serve expired food to our clients, makes sense. We're a food pantry. But yeah, that's really all you need to know about the storage area. Next, we're going to go through the art of fresh produce.